Welcome to Upgrading from Skype for Business to Microsoft Teams. Plan your upgrade. My name is Lisa McKee, and I'm a Principal Program Manager with Microsoft Teams Engineering. Managing your upgrade is a two-part series. Today you're joining the Plan Your Upgrade session, which provides an overview of our proven framework, best practices, and resources designed to help you successfully transition to Teams from Skype for Business. During this session, we'll focus on best practices for a successful transition to Teams. We'll discuss common attributes of customers who have successfully completed their transition, help you discover the best starting place for your journey based on where you are now with Teams, and arm you with the framework and resources to help you plan and implement your upgrade. You are here because you're using Skype for Business, either online or server or in a hybrid setup. Skype for Business offers you a platform to communicate and collaborate, and it's been the perfect solution to help you do so. However, Teams is the focus of our innovation and the platform around which we've created a powerful ecosystem for apps and devices. Though we often talk about Teams as a replacement for Skype for Business, it goes far beyond Skype's core workloads of chat, meeting, and calling. Teams is our extensible platform. Keeping the team at the center, we give them communication tools, we help them collaborate over files and documents, and then we give them the chance to do more. Teams enables your organization to share and collaborate the Office suite, leading to more inclusive, informed, and faster decision-making. Teams also allows you to integrate the applications, processes, and data within the Teams interface, enabling your organization to be more efficient and connected as it works better together. Teams is able to make a positive and valuable impact across your organization. As a few examples, users may realize improved user experience with meetings that start more quickly, improved video and sound, co-authoring, and more. IT admins may benefit from one integrated platform with improved performance and end-to-end security and administrative controls. And your leadership may see faster decision-making and accelerated innovation across the organization, as well as the ability to scale mobility and remote work. In mid-2019, we announced the July 31st, 2021 retirement for Skype for Business Online, giving our customers 2 years to transition to Teams. Skype for Business Online will not be available after that retirement date. We want to ensure every Skype for Business Online customer is implementing their plan to get to Teams by that retirement date, and this includes customers with hybrid setups whose online users will need to move to Teams by the retirement date. Deprecation for Skype Meeting Broadcast and Cloud Connector Edition, and on-premises call handling, providing PSTN services for Skype for Business Online users, also will happen with Skype for Business Online service retirement. We will ensure that Skype for Business server customers will have paths to move users to Teams after Skype for Business Online has retired as well. You may have additional questions. Please take a look at our FAQs at https://aka.ms/Skype2Teams-FAQ for more information. Throughout our work with thousands of customers to complete their transition from Skype for Business to Teams, we've identified some common attributes that have helped ensure their success. Successful customers secure executive sponsors who will help set the vision for how Teams can help their organization meet their business goals, as well as help prioritize the work to move to Teams. Successful customers also invest in key areas for technical readiness, including optimizing their technical environment and defining an operational plan to help ensure a quality experience with Teams. Additionally, successful customers maintain focus on scenarios that bring clear value to users in their day-to-day activities, and invest in user readiness to ensure users are adopting Teams and have assistants such as peer champions to support and encourage them as they are moving to new technology. One of the top factors of upgrade success is to ensure Teams is widely adopted for the scenarios that matter most to you. With that in mind, your upgrade starting point and next steps will depend upon your organization's adoption of Teams. If your organization has not yet started using Teams, the first step is to create a vision for teamwork in the organization and how Teams enables that. Then start onboarding and driving adoption in Teams for those scenarios. For example, perhaps meetings in Teams is critical to how you want your teams to work on a project together. Focus first on driving a pilot and deploying Teams to support those scenarios. Your users may have a period of time where both Skype for Business and Teams coexist within their environment while you're continuing to grow adoption. Then you can focus on your upgrade from Teams to Skype for Business. Now, if your organization has already started using Teams and have helped your users adopt Teams for those key scenarios, we recommend then starting the planning and upgrade to Teams only and offboarding from Skype for Business. A successful upgrade from Skype for Business to Teams requires planning for technical aspects of the upgrade, as well as encouraging user adoption of Teams. Together, they help ensure a positive user experience and enable desired business outcomes. Our upgrade guidance is built upon a proven success framework that reflects change management best practices and learning based on years of successful deployments across solutions, industries, and organization size. Begin by bringing together the right stakeholders and defining your upgrade plan, including scope, goals, and timeline. With the plan in place, confirm your technical environment and your end users are ready for Teams. Then implement your upgrade in stages, moving from a pilot to an organization-wide upgrade when you're ready. Once your organization is on Teams, establish an operational plan that monitors for quality, accelerates user adoption, and enables you to incorporate new Teams capabilities in the future. We'll explore each of these framework components next. Any successful project begins by bringing together the right stakeholders, the individuals who have a stake or need to be involved in planning and execution. Ensure your upgrade project team includes executive sponsors representing business and IT, as well as designated IT pro, admin, and user readiness leads. These champions will be critical in showcasing the value and the rationale for new tools and processes. They can also help provide feedback on awareness, training, and support planning and scale throughout the organization. Taking time to define key project logistics, including scope, business goals, success metrics, risks, and timeline, will help ensure all stakeholders are aligned and working towards the same priority outcomes. This is particularly critical given that the technical readiness team and user readiness team may be working independently to pull their respective pieces together. Your vision might only be realized over time through various phases. The project scope defines the focus for your project at this time and serves to keep your project team focused on their current tasks, enabling you to realize your long-term vision. For example, your scope might call for you to run a pilot, deploy a specific workload such as voice or meetings, or enable Teams alongside Skype for Business as you plan for your upgrade over time. Your goals define the outcomes you want and enable you to measure the success of the project. We recommend that your goals include a mix of technical and user-focused success. For example, you may define a goal to successfully conduct a pilot for 500 users in Teams-only mode within the next 2 months, and user adoption, user satisfaction, and experience quality metrics serve as key measures of success. Define the timeline for your Skype for Business to Teams journey. Ensure that you include activities for a pilot as well as upgrading users to production. Be sure to account for any change freeze periods or other times when impacting users is not ideal. Your project team should work with the user readiness point person and technical point person to ensure technical and user readiness activities are aligned. You will also want to assess potential risks proactively and create a plan of action to help mitigate issues should they arise. And finally, you will want to define the best upgrade approach for your organization. You have flexibility in how and when you upgrade to Teams. By piloting Teams, running Skype and Teams side by side, and then moving users fully to Teams in a manner that best fits their use cases and goals, you can ensure the best experience with minimal disruption to your users. You have flexibility in how and when you upgrade to Teams. There are 2 primary paths that enable Skype for Business and Teams to coexist side by side as part of your journey to Teams only. End users can expect to see a variety of capabilities light up in the Teams client, depending on which of these 2 options your IT team chooses. Choosing which coexistence path your organization should take is an important decision and requires considering your current Skype for Business deployment scenario, the size of your IT team, the total number of users in your organization, and how quickly you plan to move off Skype for Business. We cover all of this and more in great detail in our Implement Your Teams upgrade session, which we highly recommend you attend in order to learn more about how to tackle the technical side of a Teams upgrade. To drive a successful Teams upgrade in your organization, it's important that you validate your current Skype for Business environment and your network readiness. Preparing your current environment will help ensure a high-quality experience now, in addition to improving the quality of the user experience in Teams. Taking time to plan individual steps can help accelerate your deployment and ensure that you haven't skipped any important action items. Complete these recommended activities in parallel with your user readiness preparation. Prepare your IT staff to help ensure that they have what they need for a successful upgrade journey. Verify that your environment meets all prerequisites and understand dependencies among Microsoft 365 or Office 365 services and teams. Prepare your network through planning, preparation, and taking any necessary remediation steps for your network to support Teams workloads. And prepare your service for rollout by using onboarding checklists to ensure that your Teams configuration is ready to support migrating your users from Skype for Business to Teams. To realize maximum value from Teams, users must actually use it. Taking time to understand your users and design the right readiness plan can help accelerate adoption of Teams and facilitate the transition from Skype for Business. Offering a variety of readiness activities across various channels helps ensure users see the message and can take appropriate actions. 3 primary readiness channels are awareness, training, and support. For awareness, have a plan for how you will help ensure your users are aware of, and more importantly, excited about, using Teams to help them accomplish common activities. You may consider using email, posters, digital signage, launch events, or a champions program to help drive awareness. For training, have a plan for how you will help users gain the knowledge needed to be successful Teams users for their common activities. You may leverage online articles, videos, and training from Microsoft, or perhaps you have in-house training resources to deliver training materials. And for support, have a plan for how users can get help when they need it. You may have a help desk that answers questions and helps address issues. You may leverage online help resources from Microsoft or leverage feedback surveys to get user input. Once your plan is complete, it's time to put it into action. We recommend that you first conduct a pilot. Think of a pilot as a test drive of your upgrade strategy to validate readiness and prepare for the next steps on your upgrade journey. You may want to conduct a pilot first on your chosen coexistence experience and again on your Teams-only experience. Utilize the pilot to validate functional readiness, identify a group of peer champions that can help evangelize Teams, and hone messaging to support expanded adoption as it applies to your users. Following a successful completion of your pilot, you can move into upgrading users to Teams-only mode. Many organizations have chosen to take a phased approach to move groups of users over time to Teams only, allowing for time to ensure optimal experience or mitigate issues if they arise. Once you begin upgrading users, we recommend you maintain momentum to alleviate supporting users in too many modes. Upgrade success does not end when your deployment is complete. Having an operational plan in place will help ensure your organization is set up for long-term success. To realize the goals and business outcomes you established at the start of this project, your strategy should also include a plan to support ongoing change. In addition, technology will continue to innovate, and you want to ensure you have a plan to implement new changes as they come online. Executing an agile change management approach can facilitate new features and solutions while minimizing user disruption. Best practices we recommend include implementing a plan to monitor and mitigate network health to help ensure a positive user experience in addition to reducing calls to your support desk. Encouraging user adoption and excitement for Teams with an ongoing adoption plan to help users become more proficient users, find beneficial tips and tricks to help them get more out of Teams, and leverage new capabilities. And finally, staying connected to the Teams public roadmap so that you can plan for upcoming capabilities that will benefit your organization. Let's step back and reflect for a moment. Customers using Skype for Business online, server, or in a hybrid configuration can start taking advantage of Teams today. And you have flexible options to support your journey, whether you're ready to jump in to take advantage of all the expanded capabilities available in Teams, or to start with a focused experience such as meetings. User adoption of Teams to communicate and meet with others while working from home or in an office can help accelerate the pace to shift fully to Teams. Having a plan that combines both technical and user readiness will help ensure you have a successful transition to Teams and creates a foundation for you to continue to leverage expanded capabilities with Teams in the future to meet your business needs. Let's move on to explore the comprehensive guidance and resources available to help you plan and implement the essential technical and user readiness aspects of your journey from Skype for Business to Teams. We have a wealth of online guidance and resources to help you plan, implement, and ready your users. Additionally, customers with subscriptions eligible for Microsoft Fast Track benefits can also engage Fast Track for assistance moving to Teams. Our upgrade guidance is built upon a proven success framework that reflects change management best practices and learning based on years of working with customers. Leverage this comprehensive planning guidance to dig deeper into best practices, key decisions, and actions across technical and user readiness for your transition. You can also access a downloadable upgrade success kit that contains a planning workbook, sample timelines, communication templates, and sample user feedback surveys to get you started with your plan. Our free online upgrade planning workshops, including this one, complement our online guidance to provide guidance and best practices to help you get started. You can also leverage the Advisor for Teams for a comprehensive upgrade plan built in Microsoft Planner. Advisor for Teams is available directly within the Teams Admin Center and includes plans for Chat Teams channels and apps, meetings and conferencing, and Skype for Business upgrade. Advisor for Teams will assess your Microsoft 365 organization environment and identify the most common configurations that you may need to update or modify before you can successfully roll out Teams. Then Advisor for Teams creates a deployment team right in Teams with a channel and a planner plan for each workload you want to roll out. Using this plan, you can assign tasks to the people responsible for each phase and key activities, and access relevant guidance and resources to support those activities. Visit the Microsoft Teams Virtual Hub to access additional videos and other resources for popular and compelling scenarios in Teams. Featured topics explore ensuring high-quality meeting, calling, and device experiences, managing security and compliance in Teams, and leveraging Teams platform to create and connect apps for your scenario needs. Leverage free online end-user training from Microsoft as part of your user readiness strategy to help your users get the most from Teams. As I shared earlier, managing your upgrade is a two-part series. You've just completed the Plan Your Upgrade session. If you have not already done so, I highly encourage you to view our Implement Your Teams upgrade session to go deeper on guidance and best practices for planning and implementing the technical aspects of your transition to Teams. If you have feedback or questions following this session, please feel free to reach out to us at teamsit@microsoft.com. Thank you very much for taking time today to explore best practices and resources to help you be successful with your transition to Teams from Skype for Business. We look forward to seeing you in Teams.